because the next thing I have is mostly art prints, and I saved them for last because I have a lot of them. So first up, I have this mouse pad, this Strange Dreamer mouse pad. I actually bought off Mercari because Gabriella, the artist of this beautiful artwork, is like my favorite artist ever on planet Earth, and her artwork is gorgeous. And I missed when, I think this came from Crate, and I like did not even know it was happening, and I missed it, and I was super, super bummed. So I found someone selling it on Mercari, and I was like, yes, please and thank you, because I've never seen anyone selling it anywhere else, and I've been wanting a mouse pad for ages, so it just made sense to get that one. The next two things I have are book sleeves, and they are both from Akabath, or A Court of Books and Family, and this one is called My Kind of Treat, also by my favorite artist. And look at my babies. Cassian and Rysand and Azrael are so adorable. Azrael is death, Rysand is a pirate, and Cassian is a cowboy, and it just seems so, like, it's just perfect. They're just perfect. And it is double-sided, and it's very sturdy. I really like their book sleeves. I just don't use them because I said earlier I don't go anywhere. The next one is a Dorian and Manon one. This side says Hello Witchling, and then the other side says Hello Princeling. I do not know who the artist of this artwork is, but it is the same artist for both sides, and I just really like this. I love Dorian and Manon's relationship, so I knew I had to have this sleeve when they had it up for, I think they had a restock or something. I don't know, but I nabbed one anyways because I knew I needed it for my collection. So that is it for everything but my art prints, I think. So this thing is one of those secret books from Fairyloot, and I actually have art prints in this, and these are most of my ACOTAR themed ones. There's a few that I don't have in here because they don't fit. So I'm actually going to do those ones last. I have another box right here that has art prints in it, and I'm just going to go ahead and start showing them to you because it's going to take a bit. So this is an art print that came with these Violent Delights that I just got from my Fairyloot box, and I'm assuming this is the main character in the book. I don't know because I haven't read it yet. These art prints are from the Mirage duology by Lyra Celine, and I think these are beautiful. Phantom Rin did this artwork, and look at how gorgeous these are. They're just so pretty. I love them so much. Can't remember who's Phoeba. I don't remember all of who these. I mean, I remember Luca, and I remember Mirage, obviously, and Lullaby, and then the Suicide Twins because yum. And they're just really, really pretty. And I've never seen any other artwork for this duology, which I really actually enjoyed. I really enjoyed that duology. More people should read it, specifically actual young adult readers, because it's actually young adult. Okay, next we have some Illuminae prints that I got from Fabled Merch. So we have Ezra and Katie and Aiden. Aiden's there too. We have Ella, who is my favorite. We have Nick, and we have Hannah. And then from Obsidio, we have Asha and Rise. So these are really pretty. I don't know who did the artwork, but they're just really, really pretty. I really like them. I prefer artwork that's more real life looking than not, so you'll see most of my art prints look very similar. The next ones I have are from Fabled Merch as well, and they are Daughter of Smoke and Bone. I have Karu and Akiva here. Akiva and all his yummy angelness. And then also from Fabled Merch, I have Laszlo and Sarai. I think that's how you say her name. I don't know. I can't remember the artist who did these either, but look at the back. I always forget how beautiful these things are. These ones are different too. They're so pretty. I super love them. I need to reread both of those series next year. Okay, the next art print I have is, I think his name is Wrath, and he is from Kingdom of the Wicked by Carrie Manis Kelko, and I have not read that book either because I just got it a couple of weeks ago. But isn't he yummy looking? So nice. Such a nice man. Okay. The next things I have are some of the playing cards or trading cards from Litjoy Crate. So I have Tessa, Will, and Gem. They're very beautiful. I think Gabriella did these ones as well. The style looks very much like hers, and they're just so pretty. I so love them. This remains the only Shadowhunters trilogy series, whatever, that I actually like. And then I have the Golden Snitch card from Harry Potter. Next, I have some Strange the Dreamer ones. I have Nova and Cora, the two sisters. I have, what is her name? I can't remember her name. And then Laszlo and Sarai. And again, these are done by Gabriella. They're freaking gorgeous, and I love them. Next, I have some Throne of Glass ones. I have Chol, Adian, Dorian, Rowan. This remains my favorite artwork I've ever seen of Rowan. Nothing else compares. Aelin, Manon, and Lysandra. I love all of those. They're all so pretty. And then, let's see. I knew this was going to be the part that was going to take forever. Next I have, this is actually the envelope that Legilimen's pen came in from Pure Dead Brilliant, and I kept it because I just needed this in my life. I think it's adorable, and I just, the personal touch on it is just really unique, so I kept that. Next, I have some ordinary wizarding result levels, or owls. Sorry, okay, so these are some owls results for Ronald Bilious Weasley. I got this from Litjoy Crate. It's foily and it's really pretty and it makes a great prompt. Or not a prompt, a prop, not a prompt. The next thing I have is the Riddle of Strider from The Lord of the Rings, and it is a foil, like a decorative art piece, and I got this from a shop that does not make these anymore, although she is still on Instagram, but she's a graphic designer, and her prints used to all be bookish, but now I think they're all sort of like different kind of things. The next things I have in here I got from the author of The Raven and the Dove, and they are character artworks of a couple of her characters. In these two we have Xander and Cassie. If you have not read The Raven and the Dove, you really super duper need to, because it's really good. I need to read the sequel like yesterday because I need to know what's going to happen. And then this is artwork of the main character, and this is Cassie, and this is Xander, and I can't remember either one of their names. I feel so terrible, but I'm so bad with characters' names. I'm like, if someone told me who they were, I would be like, oh yeah, that's their names. But right now I'm like, I don't remember, and I can't remember the artist who did this either, but she is the artist of the dust jackets on the books as well. The next thing I have is a print from Novelly Yours, and it is a quote from Golden Sun, and then the other side is a quote from Red Rising. Red Rising is one of my favorite series, and then I have another quote that came from the Flick the Wick Red Rising box. Next, I have a double-sided quote, and I can't remember. Oh, wait, I think this came in the Fabled merch box. It's a quote from Ezra to Katie, and then the other side is also the same, not the same quote, but another quote from Ezra. The next thing is an art print, and it says it's an Aiden art print, and then the other side is art of Ori and Cal from Aurora Rising. The next thing I have is a little quote from a thank you card that I got in a Hey Atlas order. I just kept it because it's true and it's really pretty. I'm gonna slide my Moss quotes or artwork out of the way. Those ones don't fit in that box. And this is another one from Novelly Yours. It says, I have always imagined that paradise will be a kind of library. And then the other one says, one must always be careful of books and what is inside them, for words have the power to change us. Next is some artwork from Bonecryer's Moon. I forget the artist of this, but this came with the LitJoy Crate copy, or edition, I should say. Next, I have an art print from Angel Mage that also came from LitJoy Crate. These are the 4 main characters in that story, which was very interesting and fun. It was humorous. It was a fun read. Next, I have an art print of Nova from Winterwood, and this is just like the reader letter that came with it, but I really like this artwork, so I kept it. And I have some more Bonecryer's Moon artwork, and this is done by Dana Dwork. I don't know how to say her last name, but she did the artwork for the Fairyloot edition of Bonecryer's Moon. Let's see. This is just a spoiler card that came in a Fairyloot box, and I kept it because it's pretty. And then the last thing I have is a copy of the letter that Harry wrote, or that Sirius wrote to Harry after he escaped from Hogwarts on Buckbeak at the end of the Prisoner of Azkaban. And this feather came with it, and these both came from LitJoy Crate. So that is it for the prints that were in that box. I'm going to just go ahead and tuck them back in here. That way I don't have to try to remember to do it, or do it after this is all done. So like I said, I have a ton of art prints. I cannot help it. I think they are beautiful. I absolutely love seeing the way that different artists interpret characters, and they just are stunning. They're just so pretty. They're just my favorites. Okay, next I'm going to go ahead and get into the moss box that I have. The first few prints that I have are of Hunt and Bryce, and these came in a Dreamy & Co. box. They are still in their plastic because I just like to keep them protected. They're really thick, and they are also double-sided. They both have a quote on either side. They're very pretty. And then this one also came from Dreamy & Co. It was in their, which Dreamy & Co. is also owned by Flick the Wick. So if I say Flick the Wick instead of Dreamy & Co., it's because they're owned by the same people. They just have different branding. This is Rysand, Azrael, and Cassian, and I don't normally like this style, like this more cartoony style of artwork, but I super love this. I about had a heart attack when I pulled it out. It's really, really, really pretty. And then on the back is a quote. I actually forgot how pretty this is because I don't look at the back very often, but this is really pretty. And so that one also came from Dreamy & Co. And then this is the box. I will go ahead and show you that. It has a few different fandoms on it. It's got Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings, Shatter Me, and then, let's see, Court of Rings and Ruin. So this must be Truth Teller. And then we have Mia Corvier, and then a quote from Mockingjay. Some of these I have read and some of them I have not, but it looks like a pretend book. It's really pretty, and I just use it to store some of my smaller art prints. Okay, so I lied. So I might have some, yeah, I do have some other ones. So this is not all moss prints. This is a Red Rising print of Darrow, Mustang, and Severo done by Gemlin C on Instagram. I got this from Enchanted Extras by Brie off of Etsy. The next, so I'm going to try to do these by fandom. Okay, so the next two prints I have are Mustang and Darrow, and these came in the Flick the Wick box, their Red Rising box. That's what the backside looks like. I think they're absolutely beautiful. I can't really talk about them too much because it's spoilery, but if you've read it, then this is significant. This side of the print is very significant. I'm not going to tell you why. But I just think they're super, super gorgeous. And also, have I told you how terrified I am that my babies are going to all get killed at the end of the last book that's supposed to be coming out sometime soon? I'm super scared, guys. Okay, what else do we have? Okay, let's start with these small cards. So these are also LitJoy Crate cards, and they are all ACOTAR ones. This is Amrin, and I can't remember the artist of these, but they're pretty. I like some of them, and some of them I'm like, eh. but it's okay. So we have Amren, we have Moore, we have Rysand. Oh my gosh, look at him. He's so gorgeous. Super gorgeous. Then we have Feyre. This is the one that I'm not a big fan of. There's just something really wrong with her chest area. I don't know what it is, but it bothers the heck out of me. And then we have Azrael, I think. Yes. And then Cassian. I'm not a fan of Azrael's haircut, but the rest of him looks pretty, like, he's kind of creepy, which is kind of the point. And then Cassian is just in all his yummy half-nakedness. So that is those. Okay, and then the next things I have are some prints that a friend off Instagram sent me. These are all done by Merweld & Co., and she got them off of Redbubble. So we have Feyre and Rysand when Rysand flies her up to the meeting, her first meeting with the Court of Dreams. And then we have this beautiful Rysand print. And we have another Feyre print. I think this is from when she was first taken to the Night Court. She just looks really thin. And then we have Cassian, again, in all of his beautifulness. And then we have another one of Feyre and Rysand together, and they're just so adorable. Next, I have a couple of cards from Read and Wonder, and they are spoiler cards, but I kept them because they have really nice quotes on the front side. I really like this one. I just thought they had really pretty quotes from the book, or the books. This is actually something that came in a Fairyloot box, and it was like right around, you know, when COVID was really bad, and they sent like a little postcard, and it's hilarious, and it's definitely a cute touch. I love the Illyrian flying above the city. I just really like it. I think it's really cute. I thought it was a nice touch. The next thing I have is another one of those foil prints. This one is from Thermal Glass, and it makes me cry every time I read it because if you've read Kingdom of Ash, you know why. The next thing I have is a print of Rune from Crescent City, and if you follow me on Instagram or anything, you know you cannot even mention Rune without me having a huge fangirl moment. He is my favorite in that book. I love him so much, and he's freaking hot, and he really needs to have some more page time. I just need to know more things about him. So, and this was also done by Gemlin C off of Instagram, and I bought it from WikiWik Candle Co., which I'm going to try to remember to link all of these things below. If I forget, I'm so sorry. The next thing I have is it's Rysand's quote from A Court of Wings and Ruin before their last big battle. And I just finished reading this book the other night and was literally sobbing like the last 100 pages because it's just so much. And as soon as I saw this from that shop, I knew I had to have it. I really need to frame it and hang it up because it's so freaking gorgeous. And then every time I look at it, I'm just going to cry because apparently reading these books makes me an emotional wreck for the third time. It's whatever, guys. It's whatever. Okay, the next thing I have is a quote, and this came from a Dreamy & Co. box. And then on the other side, we have some art of Amren, Moore, and Feyre. I think Feyre looks amazing, and Amren looks amazing, and Moore looks amazing, and it looks like the artist is Phoebe Lang. I'm not sure if I said that last name right, but I really like this print. And then the next one is one that I got from, this came from Dream in a Bottle. So I bought this from Dream in a Bottle, and it's a quote from Rysand. This is what he said to Feyre right before their last battle, and I think it's really pretty, and I need to get it framed. Apparently that's all I need to do. Okay, and then this is just a print of that book sleeve that I showed you earlier. That it just came with it, and I just keep it in there because that's what I do. Okay, I had to go wandering off and finding, I've misplaced some prints. So the next, quite a few are all still, well, they're not all moss ones, but they are from Fairyloot. They're all Fairyloot tarot cards. And they're all, not all of them, most of them are by Gabriella, and that explains why I have a lot of them. But I'm going to start off with my ACOTAR ones. So I have the entire Court of Dreams. I have Cassian, Azrael, Moore, Amryn, Feyre, and Rhysand. And I absolutely love these artworks of these two. I think they're absolutely beautiful. I love them so much. I think they're a really good representation of the two of them. They're just really pretty. That's all I have to say about it. And then next I have some more Strange the Dreamer tarot cards from Fairyloot, and these are also done by Gabriella, and they're super duper pretty, and I really, really like them, and I'm obsessed with her her painting, drawing style. I think she draws digitally, so her drawing style, I don't know, it's just freaking gorgeous. So pretty. Okay, and the next ones are all by Gabriella too, and they are Throne of Glass ones. So we have Yorine and Chol, we have Lysandra and Adian, and then we have Manon, and we have Dorian. I am still missing Rowan and Aelin. I definitely need to get those at some point in time. I'm kind of waiting for Fairyloot to bring them back into their trove, but it's been a long wait for that. Okay, and so I do have a few more Fairyloot tarot cards, and they are all from Crescent City. So the first two I have are Danica and Adius. I think that's how you say his name, from Crescent City. And then I just got these ones the other day, and look at Rune. Look at him. He is gorgeous. His hair, I am obsessed with his hair. I love his hair so much. His tattoos, his earrings, his piercings. I just love everything about him. I think he's amazing. And then we have Lehaba, and she's so beautiful. I'm so sad. This picture makes me sad. If you read the book, you know why this makes me sad. Super depressing. Oh, you know what? I still have a bunch of bookmarks I need to drag out too. My goodness, this video is taking forever. Okay, so the next few prints I have are all from A Touch of Magic Designs, and I have more coming, but you know, I had to get some because they're really, really pretty. Okay, so the first order I got from them had this, and I've already shown these on my channel, so I'm just going to go through them really quickly. This Winter Court Fox Messenger. We have a print of Aelin and Nehemia from Throne of Glass. We have Aelin, Bryce, and Feyre from the 3 Moss novel series. We have Feyre and Rhysand on Starfall, and then we have Feyre and her water wolves when she was defending Valeris. And then I just recently got a new order, and hello, yumminess. We have Rhysand and Manon. I kind of bought this for my husband, but kind of bought it for me. And then this was the freebie, and this is a picture of Hunt, and he is dreamy looking. Hunt's not my favorite, but this is really good artwork of Hunt. I really like that. So I do have another order coming, and then if you remember from the first part of this video with the Rhysand and Feyre shelfies, those also came from A Touch of Magic Designs off of Etsy. So this shop has been my, lately it's been my to-go destination when I'm looking for art prints, because they've been doing a release every month, and it's been amazing. Okay, I promise this is my last bit of merch, but I'm going to be showing off my Bookmark collection. It's just as staggering as my art print collection, so I apologize in advance. So the first 3 things I have are Spensa, Doomslug, and Mbot from Skyward by Brandon Sanderson, and they are magnetic bookmarks. I'm not usually a big fan of magnetic bookmarks, but they're just too cute not to keep. So let's see, I'm gonna try to organize these by shop or where I got them from so that it's not quite so messy. but I have no guarantees that that's actually going to work out the way I want it to. Okay. See if we can make this work. This would probably be easier if I just did this by fandom, but why would I make this easier for myself? That doesn't make any sense. Why would I do that? You will quickly see that I do have a favorite bookmark shop, and her bookmarks are freaking amazing. I freaking love them. Sorry, that got a little intense. Okay. I know this is not all of my bookmarks because some of them are in books at the moment, but it really doesn't make any sense for me to pull them all out or try to even figure out where they're all at. So I'm going to start with this one. This is from Novelly Yours, and it's got just a couple of quotes on it. This one's from Throne of Glass. This one is The Ocean at the End of the Lane, which I have not read, but I like the quote, so I kept it. The next thing I have are bookmarks of that, goes this way, print, that book sleeve from Acrobath, and I have bookmarks of each of my dudes. So those are really nice. These came from Little Inklings Design. This is an ACOTAR one, and then this one is a Obsidio one from the Illuminae files. Next I have some Dreamy & Co. ones. These are double-sided and ACOTAR. These are ACOTAR ones. They're very sturdy and thick. This one is a Crescent City one. It came in their Crescent City box. This one says, I'm so glad I live in a world where there are Octobers, from Anne of Green Gables. This one came in their Red Rising box. It says, wise men read books about history, strong men write them. And then, I would have lived in peace, but my enemies brought me war. This is from Throne of Glass. It says, even when this world is a forgotten whisper of dust between the stars, I will always love you. And then this is a Woodmark. I don't usually keep these, but it has a Leheba quote on it, and it made me cry when I read it, so I decided to keep it. And then the other side says, to live, to love, knowing that it might all vanish tomorrow. It makes everything that much more precious. And then this is my last Dreamy & Co. one, and it says, happiness is a cup of coffee and a good book. Next up, oh, I missed one of the Little Inklings ones. This one came from Little Inklings too, and it says Break the Chains, and it is based off of Red Rising. Next, I have a bookmark from Read and Wonder, and it is ACOTAR. If you guys can't tell, ACOTAR is my absolutely favorite series on planet Earth of ever. Okay, this was a pre-order bonus, and it came for The Raven and the Dove, and it's really, it's like a promotional material, but it's also a really pretty bookmark. Next, I have some bookmarks that I got from My Little Book World. She has an Instagram, but she also has an Etsy shop where she has a few bookmarks offered. This one says, Don't Let the Muggles Get You Down. The Night Court, and it is double-sided. This one is Moon Lover, and then this is a Hogwarts one. They're both really pretty, or they're all really pretty. I really like them. The next one is one I just recently got. It is a ACOTAR one, and I got it from a Book Geek off of Etsy, and I mean, just look at this. So stinking beautiful. I really, really love it. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Next, I have some Fairyloot bookmarks. These ones were just, they came in the box with the book, like they have the box name and what month it was from. You can never have enough bookmarks, so I just keep them, the ones I like anyways. These are Nevernight foiled bookmarks that I got from Fairyloot, and they're absolutely beautiful. I do wish they had also included a Dark Dawn one, but these work. I don't know, I don't understand why they didn't do all three of them. Maybe something happened, but those are those ones. And then this stack is all from Gemlin Creations. This is Strega from ACOTAR, Azrael, Cassian, Bryce from Crescent City. I think this one's double-sided. Yeah, this one has a quote on the back. They're not all double-sided, or maybe they are. Okay, I should show the back. Okay, this is what the backs look like. I didn't realize they were double-sided. Whoops. And then we have Rowan. We have Chol. I love Chol. All you Chol haters out there, you suck. I'm kidding, you don't suck, but why do you hate him? And then I have a reimagined cover for Crescent City bookmark, and it also has House of Earth and Blood on the back. And then we have Alex from Ninth House. And then we have Rune. This is the same as the print that I showed you earlier, but I can never have enough of him in my life, so I had to get a bookmark too. And then my last stack of bookmarks are all from Book Owl. I have an obsession with her bookmarks, and if you have any of them, you completely understand, because they're just really, really pretty and they feel nice. So this one is from Aurora Rising. It says, my current situation could be adequately described as suboptimal. This is just a generic bookish one. It says, my future is all booked. This one is from Harry Potter. It says, I don't expect you will really understand the beauty of the softly simmering cauldron with its shimmering fumes, the delicate power of liquids that creep through human veins, bewitching the mind, ensnaring the senses. And that is a quote from Snape. And this one is from Sorcery of Thorns. It says, you like this place? Of course I do. It has books in it. This is a customized one I had her do for me with my Instagram handle on it, and no, I don't use it very often because it's gorgeous and I don't want to ruin it. This is general bookish, and it says just one more chapter. This is from the Shatter Me series, which I have only read the first book, but I really like the quote. It says, I spent my life folded between the pages of books. This is from Stalking Jack the Ripper. It says, roses have both petals and thorns, my dark flower. You needn't believe something weak because it appears delicate. And that is a quote from Thomas. This is from Skyward, and it's a quote between Spensa and Embot. It says, why do you have guns? For shooting large and dangerous beasts who might be threatening my fungus specimens, obviously. The next one says, unicorns conquered TBR piles and other mythical things, because you know those don't exist. Next, I have one that says, in my defense, I was left unsupervised in a bookstore. This one is from Ninth House. It says, I want to survive this world that keeps trying to destroy me. This is from Iron Gold. It says, sometimes, little one, it is best if the world thinks you a little mad. This says, turn to page 394. This says, it's Leviosa, not Leviosa. These ones are both from Strange the Dreamer. It says, dream of something wild and probable. She was the Muse of Nightmares. Those are for Strange the Dreamer and Muse of Nightmares by Laini Taylor. This one is from A Curse So Dark and Lonely. It says, I am always surprised to discover that when the world seems darkest, there exists the greatest opportunity for light. This is just general bookish and says, sorry, my calendar is fully booked. This is an Amortentia potion bookmark, and I got it because it's just really, really pretty. This one says, to be read. And then this is an ACOTAR one. It says, to family, old and new, let the solstice festivities begin. And then this one just says, currently reading. So that is it for all of my merch. I hope if I missed anything, I guess it will just have to wait until I do another video, which is probably going to be like a year from now, because this was a lot. I was actually really scared to do it because I knew it was going to take a lot, but it was fun, and I'm now going to have a headache editing it because I have so many little bits and pieces that I need to piece together. But anyways, if you guys made it to the end, you're like heroes. Thanks so much for watching, for hanging out with me, for listening to me talk for what feels like hours, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day doing whatever you're doing, and that you make some time for reading. I will see you in another video. Bye!